Lock the doors, grab your strongest cup of coffee, and pull up a chair. Ladies, because the leaked scripts for the first week of August just landed on my desk, and what they are doing to Port Charles is downright criminal. I am talking about an insider leak so massive that it is going to completely rewrite everything we thought we knew about the current canvas. If you thought this was just going to be another standard sweeps week filled with predictable mob drama and hospital boardroom bickering, you are dead wrong. The upcoming episodes are about to unleash a casting shakeup and a storyline pivot that will leave our jaws on the floor. I have been poring over these leaked details all morning, and let me tell you, the writers have been playing us for absolute fools. Everything we have seen on screen lately, every argument, every tear, every supposed betrayal, is nothing but a smokescreen for a much darker, much more dangerous game playing out behind the scenes. So, lean in close, because I am about to spill the real tea on what is actually coming. And trust me, you are going to want to hear this before it hits the airwaves. Right now, the tension in Port Charles is absolutely suffocating, and if you ask me, it feels like we are all just waiting for a massive bomb to drop. We have been watching Jason Morgan try to navigate his highly anticipated return while dealing with the fallout of his traumatic time in WSB captivity. Britt Westbourne has been throwing violent fits in her jail cell, facing severe legal nightmares, while Anna Devane is visibly unraveling, haunted by those terrifying hallucinations of Peter August. Meanwhile, the corporate world is in absolute chaos, with Deception's endless power struggles, and Sonny Corinthos is desperately trying to maintain his iron grip on his empire. But ladies, I am here to tell you that all of this is just a carefully orchestrated distraction. The writers want us looking left while the real danger is sneaking in from the right. The upcoming episodes are going to reveal that these seemingly isolated incidents are all deeply connected to a massive, overarching conspiracy that is about to blow the roof off of General Hospital. Let us start with the massive elephant in the room, Hudson. This mysterious corporate executive just blew into town, and the official story they are feeding us is that he is merely hunting down Ethan Lovett. But if you look closely at the leaked script notes, it is so painfully obvious that Ethan's sudden panic departure is nothing more than collateral damage in a much larger, far more sinister scheme. Hudson is not just some random businessman with a petty grudge against a known con artist. The moment he steps foot in Port Charles, he is going to start weaving his way into the absolute most powerful circles in town. I am talking about secret, closed-door meetings with Sonny Corinthos, incredibly tense encounters with Jason Morgan, and a sudden, inexplicable involvement in the corporate warfare over at Deception. Hudson is planting himself right at the intersection of the mob, the WSB, and big business, and that should terrify every single resident of this town. My personal theory, Hudson is not in Port Charles to do legitimate business, and he certainly isn't just looking for a missing father or a quick payout. I firmly believe this man is on a highly classified mission to uncover a hidden file or locate a mysterious figure deeply tied to the dark, twisted past of the Faison family. We all know that Caesar Faison's legacy of terror never truly dies. It just goes dormant waiting for a new master. With Cassius Faison recently exposed and supposedly dead, the underground Faison network is vulnerable, and Hudson is swooping in like a vulture. He is looking for the keys to the kingdom, and he doesn't care who he has to destroy to get them. The sheer arrogance of this man tells me he has backing from someone incredibly powerful, and I wouldn't be surprised if his ultimate goal brings the entire Cassadine and Faison history crashing down on our favorite characters. Now, let us talk about Jason Morgan and Britt Westbourne, because the spoilers floating around have got this situation completely wrong. The rumor mill claims that Jason is going to furiously confront Britt, blasting her for keeping Cassius's true identity a secret, and that their relationship is going to permanently implode. But ladies, I am telling you, that is a complete and total fake-out. Jason Morgan did not survive years of brutal WSB captivity just to come home and throw a petty tantrum. If you ask me, Jason and Britt are putting on a brilliant show. They know they are being watched. They know that whoever is pulling the strings in Port Charles is keeping a close eye on their every move. So, what do? They stage a massive, highly public falling out. Jason pretends to cut all ties with Britt, making the unseen enemy believe that they are divided, angry, and vulnerable. It is a classic mob tactic, and Jason is playing it to absolute perfection. Behind closed doors, far away from the prying eyes of Hudson and the WSB, Britt Westbourne is actually working hand in hand with Jason. She is not the helpless victim crying in a jail cell. She is the mastermind holding the smoking gun. My sources indicate that Britt is secretly feeding Jason hard, undeniable evidence that Cassius Faison did not just leave behind a trail of broken hearts. Cassius left behind a fully operational, highly dangerous underground network right here in Port Charles. Britt has the hidden files, she has the encrypted names, and she is using Jason as her ultimate weapon to dismantle it. This secret alliance is going to be the absolute most thrilling storyline of the summer, and it proves that Britt Westbourne is still the brilliant, calculating survivor we have always loved. The chemistry between these two as they plot in the shadows is going to be incredibly explosive. And speaking of explosive storylines, we urgently need to address the heartbreaking situation with Anna Devane. For weeks, we have watched our beloved police commissioner spiral into deep paranoia, tormented by visions of that monster, Peter August. The current narrative wants us to believe that Anna is just losing her grip on reality, that the trauma has finally broken her mind. But I have a massive theory that flips this entire plot on its head. What if these hallucinations of Peter are not just symptoms of a mental breakdown? What if Anna's subconscious is actually trying to protect her? I believe that these terrifying visions are the key to unlocking repressed memories that Anna buried decades ago during her early days with the WSB. The ghost of Peter August is inadvertently guiding her toward a truth that is so dangerous, her own mind tried to hide it from her to keep her safe. As we move into the first week of August, these haunting memories are going to lead Anna straight to a dusty, forgotten WSB archive. She is going to bypass all the red tape, break into the highly secured vault, and uncover a classified dossier that changes absolutely everything. According to my insider leak, this file contains concrete proof that a legendary spy, someone we were all told died a gruesome death many years ago, is actually alive and well, operating under a completely new identity right under their noses in Port Charles. Is it Hudson? Is it someone tied to the Faison family? Or is it a ghost from Anna's own past coming back to exact revenge? Whatever she finds in that archive is going to put a massive target on her back, shifting her storyline from a tragic mental health crisis into a high-stakes espionage thriller. Anna Devane is about to go rogue, and I am here for every single second of it. Meanwhile, the corporate drama over at Deception is about to take a shocking and brilliant turn. We all saw Serena Baldwin strut back into town, and the obvious assumption was that she was just here to play the loyal daughter and help Lucy Coe fight off the relentless attacks from Tracy and Brooklyn Quartermain. But if you think Serena is just a pawn in a cosmetics catfight, you do not know the Baldwins. I am hearing loud whispers that Serena has a massive secret agenda. Instead of just backing Lucy blindly, Serena is going to secretly team up with Michael Corinthos. Yes, you heard me right. Michael has been flexing his new power at the company, and Serena recognizes that he is the absolute perfect ally for what she really wants to accomplish. Together, Serena and Michael are going to launch a covert, deep dive investigation into Deception's finances. They are going to dig deep into the ledgers and uncover a series of bizarre, highly suspicious investments that make absolutely no sense for a cosmetics brand. This is no longer just about who gets to sit in the CEO chair. This is turning into a massive financial espionage plot. I strongly suspect that Deception is being used as a front to launder dirty money for the very same underground network that Hudson and Cassius are tied to. By digging into these financial anomalies, Serena and Michael are going to drag some of the most powerful and dangerous players in Port Charles right into the crosshairs. They are playing with serious fire, and it is only a matter of time before someone gets severely burned. On the family front, we have to talk about Mayor Laura Collins. The upcoming episodes have her packing her bags for a sudden, unexpected trip to Ireland. The town will be told it is for political reasons or some mundane business venture, but we know better. My theory is that Laura receives a mysterious, decades-old letter that references Luke Spencer and a piece of lost property that has been hidden away for years. This isn't just a vacation, it is a high-stakes treasure hunt with massive emotional implications. When Kevin Collins eventually finds out the real reason she left, he is going to be completely blindsided. Everyone in town will be gossiping about a potential affair or marital trouble. but the truth is going to be a massive secret tied directly to Luke's legendary adventures. Laura is about to open a Pandora's box that could bring a whole new wave of danger to her entire family. And do not even get me started on the new doctor, Tristan Roberts. He has been clashing with everyone, especially Britt, but his arrogant facade is about to crack wide open. The leaked script reveals that Tristan is going to unexpectedly cross paths with someone who saved his life many years ago. This sudden blast from the past is going to completely derail him. Tristan will be faced with an impossible choice. Does he continue to hide the dark, traumatic truth of his past, or does he finally come clean and expose his deepest secrets to the entire hospital? This is the turning point for his character, ladies. We are finally going to see the vulnerable man beneath the surgical scrubs, and it is going to tie him directly into the dangerous web that is slowly wrapping around the city. Over at the law firm, Alexis Davis is about to realize that her problems extend far beyond Willow Kane's hit-and-run drama. Alexis and Diane Miller have been swamped and recently hired new staff, but that was a fatal mistake. I am predicting that Alexis is going to catch one of these new hires red-handed, secretly copying sensitive legal documents and stealing confidential files. This is corporate sabotage at its finest. Realizing that the PCPD is compromised, Alexis and Diane are going to have to swallow their pride and call in Jason Morgan. They need Jason's unique set of skills to track down whoever is paying this mole before decades of sealed cases and mob secrets are blown wide open. It is going to be a thrilling race against time, but the absolute climax of the week, the moment that is going to leave us all screaming at our televisions, revolves around the Godfather himself, Sonny Corinthos. The rumors say Jason is going to leave the mob, but I think the truth is much more shocking. Sonny is going to be the one to proactively dismantle a massive chunk of his own organization. Why? Because Sonny is going to discover that a high-ranking mole, someone he has trusted for years, has been secretly feeding information to his enemies. Realizing that his empire is compromised from the inside out, Sonny makes the ruthless decision to burn it down and rebuild. This unprecedented move is going to trigger a massive restructuring of power in Port Charles. This is not just a mob shakeup. It is a declaration of full-blown war. Sonny's decision is going to force Hudson, Jason, Britt, and Anna into a brand new battlefield where all the old rules are thrown out the window. Every single alliance is going to be tested, and allegiances will flip overnight. The week of August 3rd to the 7th is not just about personal vendettas. It is the beginning of a massive, overarching conspiracy that will completely change the landscape of General Hospital for months to come. So, what do you guys think? Is Hudson the ultimate mastermind, or is he just a puppet for someone worse? Drop your theories in the comments below, hit that subscribe button, and make sure your notifications are on, because I will be back with more exclusive leaks the second they cross my desk.